Hey guys, this video is all about how to grow lots of onions in container. Today's date is 7 December 2018 and please make sure to watch the full video because at the end of the video you are going to see me harvesting lots of onions. As you can see, these are the seeds of onions, and in this video I am going to show you from sowing seeds to harvesting, and that way you are going to learn everything in a single video. For the potting soil mix, I am taking 40% of garden soil, 30% of vermicompost and 30% of coco peat. Instead of coco peat, you can also use river sand, and instead of vermicompost, you can also use compost cow dung powder. And you can also see that I have added bit amount of grass clippings in my potting mix so that onions can grow out well. To grow the onions, I am going to use 8 inches of a plastic pot, but I would say that 10 or 12 inches pot would be much better. And you can also see that this pot has lots of drainage holes, so I just kept broken pieces of the clay pot on the drainage holes so that water can drain out well. So whatever pot you are taking, just make sure that it has at least one drainage hole and keep something on the drainage holes so that water can drain out well. So now I am just going to fill the pot with the potting mix and you can follow me. Now going to press the soil a bit. You can use your hand or any other tool to press the soil. Don't press it too hard, just little bit so that air pockets are removed. You can also do it like this way, but please don't do it if it's a clay pot. Now I'm going to add around 20 grams of bone meal powder. The bone meal would be providing the phosphorus that onion needs. Going to keep a gap here, surrounding rim and the top layer of the soil so that I can water it well. Done here. Now it's time to sow the seeds. I'm done here. Now you can see that I have added more number of seeds, and nothing to be worried, I might transplant some of them if they are really overcrowded. So now I'm going to cover them with a very thin layer of soil, same soil I am using. Alright, this much is enough, and now I'm going to keep the pot on terrace and it will be getting lots of direct sunlight. Hey guys, Happy New Year! Today's date is 22nd of January and I am updating the video almost after 40 days, and this is how my onions look. Today I am going to pull out some of the onions from this one. As you can see, it's looking quite crowded, and honestly saying I should have done it at least 10 days back, as they have grown really nicely. It's really it would be really difficult to pull out from the pot, but at the same time, if I don't pull out and leave them as it is, obviously the sizes of the onions won't be that good. As you can see here, it's quite crowded. As you can see, I am done here, and right now here are 14 different plants, and it's still more, to be honestly saying, but let it be. For just few minutes, just forget about the sizes of the onion, because it's really difficult things to do for me to pull out something when they are growing nicely. And these are the plants which I pulled out from the pot. By the way, I am not going to throw them out like I said earlier. I am going to transplant them, and hopefully they are going to grow well in coming few days. And there are of course summer casualties like this one. As you can see here, again nothing to be worried too much. I am going to use them in kitchen. The last thing which I want to do is I am going to add bit layer of potting mix on the pot so that they can stand properly and they can, they would get a good support. Now guys, please keep watching, and like I said earlier, I will be updating the video until harvesting. Hey guys, updating the video almost after 122 days, and today's date is 8 April 2019. You can see that my onions are almost ready for harvesting, and yes, I am going to harvest lots of onions today, and including this pot too. And this is what I was promising you at the beginning part, like I am going to show you harvesting the onions at the end of the video. But before harvesting, let us discuss some of the most important things that you should know if you are growing the onions in container. So the first important thing is how you would come to know that it's time to harvest your onions. See, as soon as you see the flowers on your onion, by the way, this is a very beautiful flower. Whenever you see the flowers on your onion, you should harvest your onions. And it also depends on your expectation, means if you are happy with the small sizes of onion, then you can harvest the onions much earlier, and even in some time the foliage may even turn yellow, or even the foliage may die, and that time you can harvest your onions. Proper watering is the next important thing that you should do very carefully. And if you are growing onions like me, I mean on terrace, then that time you might have to water your onions regularly. I would say that daily at the time of setting fruit. I mean, as soon as you see the onions above ground level, that time they would be needing lots of water, so that time please don't let the soil dry out. However, at the early stage you don't have to water that much, and just keep the soil moist, and that way your onions should be growing nicely. If you are getting any kind of pest attack on your onion plants, then you can apply the neem oil, and it's really very easy to apply neem oil, and I have done one video showing the best way to apply the neem oil, so please do check out that video. I would put the link in the description box. By the way, I did not have to apply any kind of pesticide on my onion plants at all. As a fertilizer, I just applied this organic fertilizer, and if you want to apply similar kind of a fertilizer, you can take near about 1.5 to 2 ml in 1 liter of water, and then spray your plants once in a 25 to 30 days. So enough talking, let's harvest the onions. Before harvesting, you might want to water the pot a bit so that you can pull out the onions very easily, and I am not going to do that because it was raining yesterday, and I hope the soil is loose. So now I'm just going to try out pulling them out. They are not coming so easily, even though I was thinking they would come out. So this is the biggest one in this pot. So this is how it looks after harvesting from one pot. As you can see here, not that bad, but I would again say that not that impressive either. But I am still happy because you know that, I mean, whenever you grow something yourself organically in container, it's going to be tasty, right? And before using them in the kitchen, you might want to let them dry for a few days, and then only you want to use in your kitchen. By the way, you can also use this part in the kitchen. These are some of my other onion plants which I transplanted on that day. I mean, in my previous part of the video, you can see me pulling out lots of onion seedling from my 8 inches of a pot, since it was really very crowded, and that day I just transplanted all those seedlings to this big pot. And let me show you another pot where I have also transplanted. As you can see, my transplanted onion plants have grown really nicely, and today I am not going to harvest them because I don't need that much of onions in a single day. And you can also see the Knol right here growing in the month of April. By the way, growing Knol is really very easy, and if you don't know how to grow in container, please check out my other video where I have shown the entire process. I mean, growing Knol from the seedling stage to until harvesting. If you have any questions or doubts, simply write them below and I would get back to you ASAP. And at the same time, if you have experience of growing onions in container, please share your experience with us so that many viewers along with myself would be able to learn something new from you. I really hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please do me a favor. Please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And in case you did not like the video, please let me know by commenting so that I can improve myself. Thank you very much for taking your valuable time to watch the video. I really appreciate it. And before leaving, please also do check out some of my other videos where I have shown growing lots of other kinds of kitchen vegetables. Thank you once again. Have a great day.